Welcome to week 10 of our weekly Bitcoin dollar cost averaging experiment. Obviously, these have been exciting days for Bitcoin, and so I know you're going to be very excited to see the returns that we're already seeing in this experiment. So if you haven't been dollar cost averaging, this will give you a good picture of what it is and how it works. If you already are dollar cost averaging, this will motivate you to stay the course or maybe even level up. So if you like where this is going, hit that like, strap on your goggles, and let's get started. So we're looking right now at the 1-day candle chart since the beginning of the experiment on September 16th. You can see it went sideways for the first month and a half, but then with the election on November 5th, it's really taken off, and that explains the recent excitement in it. So first we'll do the proof of reserves. So if we go into Bitcoin holdings, so you see we have 10 buys over 10 weeks, and we currently stand at 0.00701113 Bitcoin, also known as 701,130 Satoshis. Let's go ahead and look at how that has performed. The current price is around 94,800 as of today. And you can see the weekly buys. Last week, we actually bought at what we thought at the time was an all-time high of 91,000. And you can see even now, since we're at 94,800, we're only up 3.9%. You can see even when we bought on November 11th, we thought that was expensive as an all-time high of 86,000. But we've been hitting all-time highs week over week. So even though it feels expensive at the time we buy it, within a few days, it feels cheap. And that is a typical experience with Bitcoin, particularly during a bull run. So you can see going back to the earliest buys in September 16th, we're seeing ROI of 62% and 56%. But our overall return, we have 700,000 Satoshis at an average spot of 63,965, and we have invested 448. Current value is $665. ROI of $216 and a percentage ROI of 48%. But annualized, that will come out to 251% over the 10-week period. So definitely that is very good returns for Bitcoin, especially for something that is a good savings vehicle. So let's go ahead and take a look at performance since the beginning of September 16th. So these vertical green lines are the buy dates. Every Monday we buy $25. You can see right now Bitcoin is up 63% since the beginning on September 16th, comparing to our other asset classes of the S&P 500 in gold. S&P 500 is up 6%. Gold is up 1.7%. So that have been a little higher. I think gold has been struggling recently, so it's a little bit down. But let's go ahead and look at going back 1 year ago, so to November 25th of 2023. So going back 1 year, Bitcoin is up 137% versus the S&P 500 up 30%, and gold is up 26%. So gold is a little bit closer to S&P 500, but you can see Bitcoin is over 4x the S&P 500. And now let's look at 2 years into the past and compare to these asset classes. Bitcoin is up 483%. S&P is up 51%, and gold is up 50%. Gold and S&P are pretty much tracking with each other. Bitcoin is up almost 10x the S&P 500 and gold. So not bad. Let's go ahead and do our weekly buy now. So I'm going to fast forward for you. We'll say buy $25 of Tether. All right, so we have our limit buy order filled at a price of 94,927 this week, and we picked up 26,000 Satoshis. Just to recap, we're up 48% over the experiment, which is 251% APR. If you haven't already started a DCA, definitely get started because we are going to be going through about 12 months of bull run with the Bitcoin. And so you see how it's already had amazing returns. Catch my video on why you're not too late to Bitcoin at $100,000, and you'll see we're just getting started here. And so this is a perfect time to start your DCA plan. So thanks for joining us today. If you need to learn about the Bitcoin revolution, check out my series, Why You Can't Afford to Ignore Bitcoin, or share it out to spread the Bitcoin revolution because it's just getting started and we all know people who are still stuck in the failed fiat monetary system. So thanks for joining, and until next time, be wise, be safe, and stack sats.